Have you ever been told that you need to save every penny to get rich? Or that investing is too risky or even irresponsible? Well, what if I told you those beliefs are actually keeping you broke? Today, we're exposing 5 of the biggest money myths that most people believe, and by the end of this video, I can assure you that you'll know exactly how to start building real and long-lasting wealth. And before we go into depth, I want to know what's one piece of money advice you've always questioned. Feel free to drop it in the comments below. Most of us grew up hearing, just save your money and you'll be set for life. But here's the harsh truth. Saving alone won't make you rich. Why? Because inflation is constantly eating away at your money's value. A good example of this would be you putting away $10,000 into a savings account, earning only about 0.01%, but inflation is at 3% every single year. When you look at it from a logical standpoint, your money is actually losing value over time. Instead of just saving, start investing in assets like stocks, real estate, or even business, things that grow your money over time. How many of you have thought, I don't have enough money to invest? I've certainly felt this way at some point. But the reality is, you don't need thousands of dollars to start investing. With apps like Robinhood, Fidelity, or even M1 Finance, you can start with as little as $5. For example, if you invested just $100 a month in the S&P 500 index fund for 30 years, you'd have over $200,000. And that's just assuming the average market return. Now, it's always best to keep in mind that something is always better than nothing. Start small, start now. Time in the market is more important than timing the market itself. Now, how many of us have been told by somebody that renting is throwing away money, that you must buy a house? Sounds smart, right? But here's what they don't tell you. Owning a home isn't always the best financial move. A house comes with property taxes, maintenance, insurance, and interest on your mortgage, costs that don't build wealth. Now, stay with me. This isn't a means to discourage you from buying a home, but ask yourself these questions. Am I planning to stay here for 5+ years? And would renting allow me to invest more elsewhere? Sometimes renting plus investing the difference is actually the smarter play. Debt gets a bad reputation, and for good reason. Certain types of debt can affect your credit score and can also be the difference between what you can qualify for in the future, such as buying a car, a home, or renting. So it's always a good idea to avoid it. However, not all debt is created equal. There's good debt and bad debt. And let me explain the differences. Bad debt would be credit cards maxed out on shopping sprees. Good debt, on the other hand, would be a loan that helps you buy an asset that generates you money. A good example of this would be taking out a loan for real estate or using leverage in investing that can help you build wealth faster if done correctly. Instead of fearing debt, learn the difference between wealth building debt and debt that drains your wealth. Now, this one may shock you, but working harder won't necessarily make you richer. Most wealthy people don't trade their time for money. They make their money work for them. Take Jeff Bezos, for example. Jeff Bezos isn't rich because he works 100-hour work weeks. He's rich because he owns systems that generate income even when he sleeps. Focus on building assets, businesses, and passive income streams. Your goal should always be to make money work for you and not the other way around. All right, so now let's recap the 5 money myths that could be holding you back. Number 1, saving alone won't make you rich. Invest instead. Number 2, you don't need to be rich to start investing. Number 3, buying a home isn't always the best investment. Number 4, not all debt is bad. Some can build wealth. Number 5, working smarter, not harder, leads to financial freedom. Now, I'd like to hear from you. What's the biggest money myth you've ever believed before? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more tips on investing and building wealth, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And I'll see you guys in the next video.